Hey there everyone, today we are heading into the world of anime to give you the list of top 10 anime moments for 2025, so let's dive straight in. Number 10, Ayanokoji's final monologue. One of the most chilling and calculated moments in anime history was Ayanokoji Kiyotaka's final speech in Classroom of the Elite Season 1. Throughout the series, Ayanokoji maintained a facade of being an indifferent and unremarkable student, someone who preferred to stay in the background rather than take charge. However, in the final episode, after securing Class D's victory in the survival test, he finally sheds the mask and reveals his true nature in a cold, emotionless monologue to Horikita. I never once thought of you as an ally, making it clear that she, along with everyone else, is nothing more than a tool for his own objectives. Unlike typical protagonists who seek friendships or power for personal ambition, Ayanokoji operates on a different level. He doesn't care about winning, only about never losing. His ruthless pragmatism and ability to manipulate everyone around him, all while remaining completely detached, make this moment a complete game changer. He's a strategist who views human relationships as a game of chess, where he is always 5 moves ahead. Number 9, Rengoku's death. Few anime deaths hit as hard as Kyojuro Rengoku's final moments in Demon Slayer Mugen Train. After an intense battle against the upper rank 3 demon, Akaza, the flame Hashira stands tall. Despite his mortal wounds, his unwavering spirit, even in the face of death, cements him as one of the most honorable warriors in anime history. As the sun rises, Akaza flees, unable to defeat Rengoku before daylight, proving that even in death, he never truly lost. His final words to Tanjiro and the others are not of regret, but of encouragement, urging them to move forward and grow stronger. This moment is heartbreaking, yet profoundly inspiring, as his legacy continues to burn bright in the hearts of those he left behind. Rengoku didn't just die, he became a symbol of unwavering resolve, making this one of the most emotional and unforgettable moments in anime. Number 8, Asta and Yami vs Dante. One of the most electrifying fights in Black Clover history, Asta and Yami's battle against Dante of the Dark Triad is the perfect showcase of raw determination, power, and trust. From the start, Dante's overwhelming gravity magic and devil-powered regeneration make him seem nearly invincible. Even Yami, one of the strongest captains, struggles to bring him down. But instead of backing down, Yami does something unexpected. He entrusts Asta with the final blow. In that moment, everything changes. The scene explodes with intensity as Asta, fueled by his devil's power and sheer will, rises beyond his limits to land the decisive strike. This moment is more than just an epic fight. It's a turning point in Asta's journey, proving that he's no longer just an underdog but a warrior capable of standing alongside the strongest. The animation, the build-up, and the sheer hype of seeing Yami acknowledge Asta as his equal make this one of the most unforgettable moments in Black Clover. Number 7, Thorfinn in Hell. In one of the most haunting and transformative moments in Vinland Saga, Thorfinn reaches his lowest point, both physically and spiritually, as he finds himself trapped in a vision of hell. After years of being consumed by violence, hatred, and revenge, his life as a warrior is suddenly stripped away, leaving him broken and without purpose. As he struggles with the weight of his past, he is confronted by a horrifying vision, a battlefield of corpses, an endless sea of the people he has killed, all dragging him down into the abyss. This isn't just a nightmare, it's Thorfinn's soul being forced to confront the consequences of his actions. Every man he has slain, every battle he has fought, and every drop of blood he has spilled now stands before him, forming an inescapable wall of suffering. The weight of his past crashes down on him, suffocating him in the screams of the fallen. And at the heart of this hellish vision stands Askeladd, the man who shaped his entire life, who was both his greatest enemy and his twisted father figure. This moment is more than just psychological torment, it's Thorfinn's rebirth. He realizes, perhaps for the first time, that he has never truly lived for himself. He was nothing but a tool of vengeance, a slave to the battlefield. But in this moment of absolute despair, he makes a choice, to reject his past, to climb out of the pit of violence, and to forge a new path, not as a warrior, but as a man who seeks peace. Number 6, The Rumbling. There are few moments in anime as terrifying and apocalyptic as the rumbling in Attack on Titan. After years of conflict, betrayals, and shifting ideologies, Eren Yeager finally makes his move, unleashing the full power of the founding Titan. In an instant, millions of colossal titans, once hidden within the walls of parity, begin their march, their sheer size and overwhelming numbers ensuring nothing but absolute annihilation for the outside world. This is not just an attack, it is an extinction-level event, a nightmare made real. What makes this moment so haunting isn't just the destruction, but the sheer inevitability of it. As the titans advance, crushing everything in their path, we see civilians, men, women, and children, realizing that there is nowhere to run. The sight of the endless wave of titans stretching across the horizon is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. The eerie silence before the first step, followed by the deafening sound of the earth shaking under their weight, perfectly captures the horror of this moment. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of the rumbling is Eren himself. Once a boy who longed for freedom, he now becomes the very force that robs others of theirs. His emotionless declaration, "I will destroy the world," solidifies that there is no turning back. To him, this is not just an act of war, it is the only way to secure the future of his people, no matter the cost. Number 5. The True Zone. In the climactic showdown of Kuroko no Basket, the concept of the zone, a state of peak performance that only the most elite players can enter, reaches an entirely new level. Up until now, we had seen players like Kagami, and even Akashi dominate the court by unlocking the zone, but in the Winter Cup final, the game takes an unexpected turn with the reveal of the True Zone. Unlike the individual version, where a single player achieves absolute focus and heightened abilities, the True Zone is something even rarer. A state where an entire team synchronizes their abilities to perform at an almost supernatural level. This moment is the ultimate payoff for Siren's journey. Throughout the series, they've been the underdogs, relying on teamwork rather than individual talent to overcome impossible odds. But against Akashi and Rakuzan, even Kagami's zone isn't enough. That's when Kuroko, the heart of Siren, helps unlock something greater. The realization that true power doesn't lie in one player alone, but in the unity of a team. The court ignites with explosive plays, as Siren moves in perfect harmony, reacting to each other's instincts without hesitation. The animation reaches its peak, capturing the speed, intensity, and sheer emotion of the moment. It's not just about winning, it's about proving that trust, teamwork, and perseverance can surpass even the greatest individual talents. What makes the True Zone so? Number 4. Ichigo vs. Aizen. The final battle between Ichigo and Aizen wasn't just a clash of strength. It was the moment that shattered Aizen's god complex. From the very beginning, Aizen had manipulated, outsmarted, and crushed everyone in his path, believing himself untouchable. But when Ichigo returns from the Dongai, something is different. He doesn't just match Aizen. He dominates. The moment he stops Aizen's blade with his bare hand, without even flinching, the entire tone of the battle shifts. Aizen, who had always been in control, now finds himself on the losing end for the first time. Ichigo's power is on a completely different level, and Aizen realizes that all his transformations, all his schemes, mean nothing in the face of true strength. The fight reaches its climax with Mugetsu, Ichigo's ultimate technique, as he sacrifices all his Shinigami powers to deliver a single, decisive blow. Aizen, for all his ambition, is left broken, not by brute force, but by the realization that he was never truly above everyone else. This battle isn't just about victory, it's about Ichigo proving that real strength comes not from seeking godhood, but from protecting others. In the end, Aizen's downfall isn't just losing to Ichigo, it's realizing that for all his power, he was still alone. Number 3. Naruto's Sage Mode. Few moments in Naruto Shippuden deliver as much pure hype as Naruto's arrival in Sage Mode during the Pain Invasion arc. Up until this point, the Hidden Leaf Village has been completely devastated by pain, its strongest warriors defeated, and its people left in despair. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, a massive explosion of smoke erupts over Konoha, and standing atop a massive toad is none other than Naruto Uzumaki. Completely transformed, gone is the reckless, impulsive boy from before. In his place stands a warrior with a calm and commanding presence, clad in a long red sage cloak, his eyes glowing with the power of the Toad Sage arts. The moment he lands, it's clear, this isn't the same Naruto everyone knew. He's stronger, more refined, and ready to take on one of the greatest threats Konoha has ever faced. From the very first clash, he proves just how far he's come, effortlessly taking down Pain's summons with raw power and precise technique, shocking even the onlookers. His entrance alone sends chills down spines, marking the beginning of one of the greatest battles in the series. It's the moment Naruto truly ascends from a promising ninja to a legend in the making. Number 2. Zoro's Nothing Happened. There are many legendary moments in One Piece, but few showcase sheer loyalty, willpower, and sacrifice like Zoro's Nothing Happened scene. After the Straw Hats barely survive their encounter with Warlord Bartholomew Kuma at Thriller Bark, Luffy is unconscious and completely defenseless. Kuma, tasked with eliminating Luffy, offers an ultimatum. Either hand over their captain or someone must take all of his pain and suffering in his place. Without hesitation, Zoro steps forward, willing to shoulder the burden to protect his captain's dream. What follows is one of the most brutal and defining moments in One Piece. Kuma transfers all of Luffy's accumulated pain and exhaustion into a bubble of pure agony, warning Zoro that a normal man wouldn't survive it. But Zoro doesn't hesitate. As Sanji arrives, ready to sacrifice himself, Zoro knocks him out, choosing to bear the unimaginable pain alone. When the dust settles, Sanji wakes up to find Zoro standing, drenched in blood, barely able to move. When asked what happened, Zoro simply utters the now iconic words, "Nothing happened." This moment is the ultimate testament to Zoro's character. Number 1. Goku transforming to Super Saiyan 1. There are defining moments in anime, and then there are moments that change the landscape of the entire genre. Goku's first transformation into a Super Saiyan against Frieza is not just Dragon Ball Z's most iconic scene. It is one of the most legendary moments in anime history. The battle on planet Namek had already reached its boiling point. Goku and his friends had pushed themselves to their absolute limits, but Frieza's overwhelming power made it seem like victory was impossible. Then, in an act of pure cruelty, Frieza delivers the final blow, mercilessly killing Krillin right in front of Goku. something snaps. The normally kind-hearted Saiyan, who had always fought with restraint, is consumed by an emotion he had never fully embraced, pure unrelenting rage. The ground trembles, lightning crackles, and the sky darkens as Goku's anger manifests into something the universe had not seen in centuries. His muscles tense, his aura explodes into golden flames, and then, his hair turns bright gold, his eyes shift to an icy green, and his once calm demeanor is replaced by an expression of pure intensity. In that moment, the legend of the Super Saiyan is reborn. Frieza, who had been untouchable up until now, suddenly finds himself facing something beyond his comprehension. The tables have turned. This isn't just a transformation, it's the birth of an icon. So that's it for the list. Hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel.